Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of playing card Divination, Fortune Telling the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea occasionally. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So are U.S. veterans unwilling to receive Valor Awards? In this case, it's called Valor Awards from Prince Harry. He was not in the United States military. He was in the British military, which we're very closely linked. We're definitely allies, and that's a good thing. People are concerned that he'll use this for his documentary because he's filming and recording audio for everything. And they were thrown out of the UN. Why? Because they brought a camera crew, and that's like, I don't know, that's like treason or sedition or something. I mean, you can't do that. So Prince Harry's going to be the keynote speaker at the inaugural Valor Awards at the Intrepid Museum. So the Intrepid Museum in New York City, where they make all the salsa, they are sponsoring this. And so this is the first time they're going to do it. It could take off. It could be a dud. People could be like, those aren't legitimate awards. But literally, if you look at Hollywood and all those award shows that they do, they just decided to give themselves awards. Okay, that's all it is. There wasn't some act of God or something. They just stood up and says, let's give ourselves awards for being great people and, humanitarians and stuff. And that's what they're doing. So this is just as valid as the other awards that are given out. It's not as valid if, like if the Queen and the Crown give out an award, there's a whole history behind that, and there's a lot more force behind that. So, I don't know. It's kind of like the U.S. dollar, the full faith of the U.S. government. What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Okay, we used to be on the gold standard. Now it's just paper. Okay, and with somebody like Mr. B in charge printing money like it's going out of style, like he's Jimmy Carter or something, God knows what could happen to the value of that money. So, are U.S. servicemen willing to receive awards from Prince Harry? Let's just do let's just kind of get a feel for it. Are U.S. servicemen, are they jazzed about receiving awards? Snake from Harry. Honest man, that's good. Ooh, devil. Devil, right there in position number 8. That's an important position. So there have been some complaints, okay, and we know from like different political movements like the LGBTQ movement, the trans movement. A very small minority of people can really, like less than 1% of people, can literally have a huge impact on society. So servicemen, U.S. servicemen have been complaining, like, I don't want to receive an award from Harry. So how influential is that small minority of people? Or if it becomes big enough people complain, well then it's not maybe a small minority anymore, and the majority will get all upset about it. They'll get their knickers in a twist. So how excited are U.S. servicemen to receive awards from Prince Harry? We have some troubling cards. We have the Devil and we have the Snake. Harry is showing as an honest man, and we're having secrets next to the Devil, and we're having conflict. It's a conflict because he's not a U.S. serviceman, and maybe other reasons. Mother Earth, a good situation, but difficulty. Snake, complications, hiding in the grass. So another hiding card. There's 2 hiding cards here and a conflict card. Honest man, this is part of their long-term plans. The Snake and Queen of Spades and King of Spades, they're the longest planning cards in the deck. Okay, let's see. 24, 34 plus 3, 37, 10 hearts. Cup overflowing, very emotional. So, yeah, I mean, in general, people are okay with it, but there is some pushback, and they're not sure really what he's doing. But they feel that Harry's an honest man, but they feel that Harry may be involved in some underhanded dealings, like making a Netflix documentary out of this, which he is. They're sitting on the fence. They're not really sure how they feel about it. It's the first time. It's the inaugural Valor Awards. So everybody's happy to receive an award, okay, but, they haven't done it yet. And on the mind is establishing these awards, getting press out for this, the Intrepid Museum, which is a military. I think the Intrepid is a warship, and they've turned the warship into a museum. That's a great thing. That's a wonderful thing. They have that like in Hawaii. You can go to Honolulu, and they have you can tour the sunken battleship and stuff like that. Scourge, conflict. So definitely some conflicts. Veil, some secret dealings. Devil. This is very disturbing that Devil is in position 8. Okay, so this is people and events. The devil will do anything. It's like Harry, the honest man, has just sold his soul to the devil. He'll do anything. He'll record video and audio on everything he's doing. He'll just use everybody now just to get that buck, just to get the dollars. Mustard Seed, new, hoping to establish this new thing, and very officially. So there's opposing things here. The Intrepid Museum is trying to establish itself and create this new awards thing and pump up its awareness, so that people will come visit the Intrepid Museum. But Harry's kind of suspect. People are suspecting Harry, and they're not so sure about him. They're not so sure of his motives. They're not so sure if he's using all this for Netflix, which surely he is. So I think in general people feel good about this awards thing. They're just not that sure of Harry. Harry's not a U.S. serviceman, and there's other issues with Harry. Let's look at Harry and U.S. servicemen. Are they feeling used? Are they feeling like he's not genuine? Are they feeling like he's the wrong guy? Let's look at Harry and the U.S. servicemen. Is that the issue is maybe not the award or the Intrepid Museum, but rather because the Intrepid is a famous, it played big parts in World War II. So are they just not that jazzed that Harry's doing it? Let's look at Harry and the U.S. servicemen. Harry. Oh my goodness, Harry's showing the devil in the middle. U.S. servicemen. All right, so devil in the royal family, and he's kicked out of the royal family. 21, 26, 7 diamonds. Even U.S. servicemen don't want to offend the royal family. They feel that the issue is that his actions toward the royal family since leaving are degenerate. They just don't like all the criticism of the royal family. Nobody likes that. Nobody's liking that. And he's coming out with books, and and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on, and the beat goes on. The Oprah interview and the 18 mistruths, and now, it just goes on and on and on. What do we have over here? Secrets in the world and transformation. So this is the U.S. serviceman side. Butterfly, public appearances in the world and their secrets. 15, 4 clubs. They just feel like what's happening is things are not as they appear. The public appearance the happy award giving and Harry smiling is maybe not what's really going on. There's things going on under the surface, and they don't want any part of it. And all this nastiness with the royal family is what they don't want any part of. Opportunity, just taking this opportunity, 6, 2 diamonds. Yeah. So they just, all of Harry's interactions, what he's done with the royal family, all his criticisms of the royal family are very unpopular. Will all of this be recorded, sound and video, for Netflix? And is there going to be a visible crew there? Because, videos advance so much. You can just have like a phone and film with a phone, and you're getting 1080p just with your iPhone, just with pretty much any phone now. It's incredible the quality that and when you post stuff on Facebook, you have to dumb it down. You make the file smaller, you make it less than 1080p, because 1080p takes so much space, and only professional cameras used to film in 1080p. It used to be like a big deal. So now everything is 1080p, and even better. It's much easier to get better than 1080p. So is all of this going to be recorded, sound and video, for Netflix? And I say, of course. Money. People associated with Harry, and money, and decisions to put everything on film. 13, 4 hearts. It's like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Basically, everything Harry does, everywhere he goes, it's being filmed. He's now a Kardashian. He's an ex-royal Kardashian. Hamster wheel, the journey of life, literally everything all the time. Cross and roadblock. It's messing up. It's an obstacle that must be overcome in the spine of his relationships at all times. Son and all of the relationships are being exposed. They're following him constantly. So yeah, 10 and 12, 22, 28, 29, water and twine. His whole life has been transformed into a video production. So literally everything he does, everywhere he goes, everyone he speaks to, it's recorded and video recorded. Audio recorded and video recorded. Boy, that's got to be uncomfortable. And people are saying that they're afraid of their Montecito neighbors. Okay, and that may be part of it. That, everything is being recorded. There's camera people around all the time. That's got to be disturbing. Oh, hi, Megan. You wave, and it's being recorded. You're being recorded across the fence. So is the Markle clan, the Markles, the Sussexes, are they declining or rising in popularity in the U.S.? This would be an attempt to raise Harry's popularity in the U.S., of course. And he really needs it, and Meghan really needs it. They both really need it. But Harry needs it because of Meghan, because Meghan is so unpopular. And only like hardcore woke people love Meghan. And that's becoming the case with Harry. Harry was he was much more broadly liked than Meghan has ever been. Meghan is only the woke princess. So are they, both of them, are they declining or rising in popularity in the United States right now? Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Are Harry and Meghan declining or rising in popularity? Some very negative cards. Earthquake, just ending in disaster. Cast out and blame. It's all about blame. Broken chalice and city separated from the world, blamed. veil and water into wine, secretly transforming. We have eights. Eights are everything. 8, 8, 8, 3 eights. We have a 10, completion. Underneath, it's looking really bad. We have 7 spades mirroring 2 spades. A lot of pushback against them. A lot of people reject the Markles. A lot of them. A lot of people are really rejecting the Markles and Harry, and it's leaving really a bad taste in their mouth. All this complaining, all this criticizing, all this accusing, it's really rubbing people the wrong way. And if you watch the Hollywood folks, when they go on these talk shows, even sometimes you can really tell they're not getting along. They only speak glowingly of each other. No matter what's going on, they always speak very in glowing terms about the director, about the other actors and actresses on the set, about their performance, about how they're geniuses, artistic geniuses. And Harry and Meghan are in Hollywood, and they're violating all of that. They're a constant tirade of criticism and accusations. And Hollywood hates that. And people in general don't like that. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's underneath, there's a real groundswell of people just like, they don't like it at all. Cross is the spine of their relationship to, and decisions about, I read this kind of like, people are trying to decide who are Harry and Meghan. And I think Harry and Meghan are grasping for who they will be. Okay, 8 hearts, they're coming out of their cocoon and trying to transform, to pull this out and transform it and go. They don't want to be Edward and Wallace. Okay, so on the surface, 12, 18, 5 diamonds. Who are they in their journey of life? How do we look at them? Because we knew how to look at Harry. Harry was a prince. He was a prince in the royal family. So we know how to look at him. We know what he's up to. He's doing charities, and when he just blows off some steam and gets really drunk, then he's just Harry, and people love it because he's the prince. Okay, people knew who they were. People now are trying to figure out, well, who are Harry and Meghan? And Harry and Meghan are moving from Hollywood to New York City. And Meghan is calling senators and stumping for family leave. I worked in the federal government for 25 years. I had family leave. When my father died, I took some time off under the Family Leave Act. Okay, so I know what that is, and it's fine. It's good. So they're trying to figure out who they are, but there's a groundswell of people just really, more and more people are just not liking the constant barrage of negativity. And that's what we have going on here. So let's summarize. Okay. The U.S. servicemen, are they willing to receive awards from Harry? I think the awards themselves, they're called, the Intrepid Valor Awards. I think people are really happy for this, and they like what's happening. Okay, but they're questioning Harry. Then I looked at Harry and the servicemen, and he got the devil right in the center. The servicemen are not sure about Harry presenting these awards. They're really not sure about it. Okay, are they recording sound and video for Netflix for all of this? Yes, absolutely. And this is really upsetting people, and it should. Okay, they're recording everything. His whole life is now a reality TV. And that's what's going on, because they're not like genius people who can create beautiful art. They're like filmmaking art. They're like, I don't know what to do, and nobody knows what to do over there, and they hire all these very people who really do know what to do, and they don't listen to them because Meghan doesn't listen to anybody, and so now they're just filming their whole life, and they're like, well, we're just awesome because we're ex-royals. Are they declining or rising in popularity? It's really on the fence. People don't know what to make of them, and they need to start putting positive stuff out, because too much negativity, people are just going to say, I don't want to hear it. Every time you open your mouth, it's bad news, and I don't want to hear it anymore. So that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.